happening to us, but it's happening within us. We're literally eating ourselves to death, which means we're not living longer, we're dying longer. Join fitness expert Aloy Johnson, the founder of the healthiest corner on earth, located at number 92 East Drive, Chamfleur, every Wednesday from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. live on The Street 919 FM, where he shows you that healing the body's temple is easier than anyone would have led you to believe.
Yes, 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 yes. It's a beautiful time to be alive. Grand uprising, my people. Grand uprising. Wow. Loving the house to everybody. Loving the house. Loving the house. Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago. Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago. Good morning, Tobago. And a special punctuated good morning to Delafordians. Delafordian people, wagwan. How everybody doing this morning, man? This is your boy, Mr. Johnson, a.k.a. RJ, the founder of the healthiest corner on earth, located at 92 East Drive in Chamfleur. Taking you through that journey of chronic diseases, explaining certain things to you and what that means to everybody. And at the end of the day, I have to explain certain things to people with reference to the importance of food to the body. But I will get into that, so stay tuned. And I want to talk about a particular substrate, amino acid, and nutrients that is extremely important to the body. And that is called N-acetylcysteine. I want you guys to keep tuning into that because I want you to understand how important that is for the human body. And the reason why it's missing, and that is one of the reasons why we suffer the way in which we do. Understand this before I go on, and I'm going to repeat myself a couple of times well before I get off air. The human body is made up of almost 100% food. Let that land. Let me repeat myself again. The human body, sorry about that, is made up of almost 100% food. Let that land. Let that sink in. Process that. Because for those of you who believe on the other side of midnight, you dangerously lack a viewpoint of knowledge. So grand uprising again, my people. Blessed morning. My cousin Michael Best, how are you this morning, my brother? Blessed morning. Doggy, Cut, Body, Bim Bim, Sammy, the whole crew, Snipes, Corporal John, what's going on? Good morning, Miss Nicole. John, how are you this morning, my dear? And I hope all is well. All the efforts, all the youths in Dallaford, good morning from your homegrown boy. I keep it real all the time, and I wish you do too. Don't be afraid to express who you are, because what you attract in this life is not necessarily what you want, but who you are. So you really can't fool nobody. That external gambashing, and you know what I mean? That ain't working if it doesn't harmonize with who you are on the inside. Let that land too. Because that's the reason why many of us suffer and we can't even find our purpose in life. Understand again that Mr. Johnson pull no punches. I don't judge. I make no judgment. But I have no problem speaking my mind. And let me just say this one more time. It's one of my disclaimer. Everyone is entitled to their own opinion. And I'm entitled to ignore your opinion. The other side of the coin is everyone is entitled to their own opinion. You're just not entitled to your own set of facts. Let that land too, because you see, we have a very short memory, and we only focus on the things that we believe are good for us. But just remember that belief system is metallized in programming since you were between the ages of 1 and 7. Well, what that has to do with my program? Everything. Because it's a thought process. It's how we think, and it's how like I said, it's how we were programmed. I always call it engineered ignorance because we think we know and we don't know nothing. And that includes me. The more you think you know, the less you really know. All right? So let that sink in as well. Dollar Ford, grand uprising to you. Good morning to my sibling, Wax Dog Jr. Well, go on, my brother. Kenneth Johnson, how you doing? Joe Blunt, what's going on? Lynette, Malik, Allison, my darling. Kerry Packer, what is the deal? Joe Blunt, what's going on with you, man? All right. And my mom, blessed morning to you, mama. Dad, I know you hear me all the time. Continue to rest in eternal power. And who don't believe that we can talk to our ancestors? Again, you dangerously lack a viewpoint of knowledge. And that's part of the programming to make you think that that can't happen. But I would leave that right there. So good morning, Andy Daniel, Wax Dog, what's going on? Hope all is well. Retired Officer Brassy, what's going on, my brother? Hope all things well. Hope all is well. Dave Sampson, Cut, how things going, man? Good. This morning, again, as always, grab the paper, grab that pen and paper, because at the end of the day, if you can grasp just one little thing that make that switch in your head flip and that light comes on, even if it's one person, my hour is worth it. So please, grab a pen and paper and make little notes of what you can make. And understand that I have a free consultation waiting for you. And you can always call me at 736-3962. That number again is 736-3962 or 709-8450. 709-8450. Ladies and gentlemen, let me say this before I continue with my little greetings that I send out. I know I talk all over the place a lot of times, but like I said, if you track me, I'll go right back in the center like a spider web, because everything is relevant and I make everything relevant. I just don't say things just like that, ad hoc. No. There's always a reason. So let me just punctuate this one more time, ladies and gentlemen, please. If you do not understand the importance of the things that you put into your mouth that will cause your body to function the way God and nature intended to be, again, you lack a dangerous viewpoint of knowledge. All right. If you want to call in the studio, 342-0081, 342-0081, or 466-5391, 466-5391, or 342-0081. I am a fitness expert, and I put that in quotation. I didn't create fitness. I'll tell you this, I perfect it. And it's because of my jump off and experience in fitness, which is almost 45 years. It could be more. Because of that, I am able to tell you this profound, and let me put this in, self-proclaimed herbalist practitioner, I know what I'm doing. I know exactly what I'm doing. And that gives me the jump off above a lot of people. Because you see, when you're a fitness expert and you pay attention to why certain people are not getting results, and you pay attention to why they're suffering with certain chronic disease, it makes you want to delve into other things. I don't know about other people, but I know about me. It makes you delve into other things. And decades of research and studying is what gives me the confidence and peace to sit on a platform like this to educate my people who perish by lack of knowledge. One more thing again on my disclaimer, I am not on a platform for likes. I am here to give information. Not to convince you, but to convey. Not to change the way you make you think, but at least to shift you and give you some thoughts to make you rethink. Because a lot of things we have to unlearn. So stay with me here. Be patient with me. All right? So good morning again, Bago people. Trinidad and Tobago, good morning. Jason McPhee, my brother. Wow, go on, brethren. Hope all is well, man. Keller and Mama, good morning to you. Blessings, blessings, blessings. And a call coming in? All right, let me take that. No problem. Even if I ain't finished. Caller, you're live. Go ahead.
Grand rising to you.
Grand rising. Angie, good morning, my dear. Good morning, Angie. African Queen, how you doing this morning? Angie, go on. Hey, vivacious Angie, man. The African Queen. I give you that. So, grand uprising again to all my folks. Blessings, blessings, blessings. Nicole, Miss Huggins, how are you this morning? Tanel, what's going on? Denise, how are you? Blessings. So before I go further, good morning to the police department. Good morning to you guys. You know you're out there doing your thing. Again, to thine own self be true. The fire department, good morning to you. The Coast Guard, blessings, blessings, blessings. Our regiment, good morning to you. Even the private security, good morning to you. The men out there on the bus route, the men who hustling, the taxi drivers, blessed morning to you guys. Good morning to all the brothers who trying to do their little PH hustling stuff. Keep your stuff right, because when the white shirt pull you over, you can't get no talk. Right? If you want to give talk, make sure your stuff is straight. All right? So do the best you can, the best you know how, where that is concerned. So blessed morning again to everyone. And good morning to Mr. I call him, man, the undercurrent man. Good morning, Mr. Guevara. You don't know who I am, but I'm tracking you, following you. I love your spirit, bro. Good morning to you. So blessed morning again, everyone. And those who I missed, it's a love thing. Let me start by saying I'm involved with MVP Mass in Tobago. MVP Mass. The leader is our boy, Mr. Bello. And they have different sections. My section, because I was drawn beautifully, peacefully into this, is Phoenix Rising. So for you people, I'm going to do a little, because it's my thing. I love my carnival thing. I'm going to do a little promotion during the course of this before I get off. Yeah. So stay tuned. And if you want some more info and want to be in Tobago in October, having yourself a blast, you can call me. I can direct you as well to the people where you can get all your outfit from. That Carnival Juve band going to happen. Believe what I tell you. It done mashing up the place already. So, loving the house with that, loving the house. You'll hear more about it during the course of my program. So, I wish you people sincerely all the best. Don't be afraid. Big old Carnival. We are going. It's happening. So loving the house. All right, folks, let me just get into my program real quick. And again, for those of you who will want to, again, have a little more question or have some more questions for me, again, don't be afraid to call and interrupt the program. I'm willing to do that. Don't be afraid. And I will help you the best way I can, the best way I know how. All right, so let me get into this for all the people, again, who miss this viewpoint of knowledge. Ladies and gentlemen, as I said before, and I'll say it again, and by the way, do you know, if you look at a 3D print of a baby inside of the mother's womb, 100% food. So who you are today, talking out of the orifice of your face, regardless of how lost or unwoke you are, understand the only reason you're here, it's because of food, substrate, minerals, amino acids, EFAs. That's what have you here. So again, the reason I'm attacking it from this side is because I'm getting it every single day. I'm getting it every day. And you don't understand the importance of botanical herbs. But you put your trust in drugs. Drugs make you? Did drugs form the chromosomes in your body? Did it? Every piece of the human element is made from food. And now you want to support it by using drugs. Pharmaceutical drugs. The things that Mr. Johnson talk about, these things are declassified information. So they won't come for me. The amount of things that I could talk about that aren't declassified, it will create plenty of problems and it will shift a lot of people. You know why? We as human beings, we rather comfort and safety than truth. And that is like a person being in a relationship and they're afraid to have these uncomfortable conversations in the name of peace. I'm going to tell you that is the wrong thing to do. If you are in a relationship and you want to avoid the uncomfortable situations, make up your mind for bacchanal and destruction in your relationship, for sure. Because when you shrink who you are to please other people, resentment is part of the ingredients. It becomes the oxygen of your relationship. That is bacchanal. It is problem, it's stress, and it's resentment. The same holds true with reference to us not wanting to accept truth, but consensus. And because consensus erodes us, and up to this morning, me and Brother Baka was talking about this. We all are programmed, and if you don't pay attention, we all program, Jed. If you don't pay attention, you get caught up in that program colonial mind settings where you are being controlled and you don't even know you're controlled. Listen, the Jesuits, which is Catholicism, said this 400 years ago. You know what they said? Give me the child between the ages of 1 and 7, and I will show you the man. Let that one land 2. Because you see, many of us, we are operating on that subconscious programming that we got from our elders, our teachers, everybody who we got in, our pastors, everybody we get in, interact with. That kicks in. That's what ruled us. If you don't pay attention and let the unconscious become conscious, you're done. Your life becomes somebody else's. So let me go back to what I was saying. The babies, that if you look at a 3D, it's all food. So who we are now is a multiplicity of substrate, amino acid, EFAs, and the list goes on. Okay? Ladies and gentlemen, let me talk about this adenosine and acetylcysteine. I was talking adenosine colabolamine came in my head, but adenosine colabolamine is B12. It's real B12. It's any fake B12, like cyanocolabolamine, the one that we can access real easy in our drugstore. That one, that ain't real. Just understand that that ain't real at all. Just like folic acid. Everybody believe in folic acid because it's on everything. It is fortified. Hear what they tell you: fortified and enriched with folic acid. Nothing but folic acid ain't real. That's why many of us suffer with so much gut issues. That's why some of us suffer with allergic reaction. This is why some of us suffer with the histamine type of symptoms. This is why a lot again so many of us suffer with Crohn's disease, celiac disease, ulcerative colitis, and IBS. Just understand that. And all those 4 things I just called are the same disease. Inflammation in your gut, just a different level of tissue destruction. So try and extrapolate a little bit of what Mr. Johnson tried to say, because I'm not here to condemn anybody. I'm just here to give you as much information as I possibly can. I'm on purpose with my life, and I thank the Creator for giving me the opportunity to do what I need to do. And also, Mr. IWER George, my boy, I know him 23 years now. Thank you again, my brother. I can't talk why you boy. Big heart, man. Okay, so let me go on. Acetylcysteine. Do you know, when you see the CDC, oh, you know something before I go further? Let me just say this. Punella? Good morning, Punella. Let me just take my phone here. Punella. Oh, Lord, I forget to send all the love thing for Punella. But I ain't see you in class this morning. I don't know what's going on, Punella. But know that you're good. All right? Love in the house to you, Punella. Punella. Love in the, love in the house. Let me see what's going on here. Okay, I got something from Officer Adams. Good morning to you, my brother. Big up to you. Nah, I don't send big up. Love in the house, Officer Adams. Love in the house to you. Hope all is well with you and your officers this morning. Officer Adams, man. Love in the house. A big old boy to you. I run things down here. Love in the house, my brother. Okay. All right. The rest, I will leave alone for now. Good morning, Dr. Ramlal. I would leave that there. I won't call his first name. How you doing, my brother? Love in the house to you. I would leave that right there. I'll call you when I get off here. Right. So understand this. Acetylcysteine is so important to the human body. And when you see they have something like that on the CDC website that tells you acetylcysteine significantly reduces blood clots. It helps to repair kidney. It helps to repair cells, the glycocalyx of the cell. It helps to get rid of oxidization. When that is on the website of the CDC, you know an acetylcysteine is a powerhouse. Now, it's something that I always use. The abbreviation for it is NAC, NAC. Listen, I used to always use it. But when I went through this particular study and I saw exactly what it does, and when you go through the list of things that it does that links to repairing the entire human genome, I said, wow. Anyway, Kyle, do me a favor. Run that ad for me, please. Let me know when you
type 2 diabetes, prostate issues, cancer, PCOS, fibroids, or low testosterone. These conditions do not just show up overnight. They are signs that your body is out of balance. At the healthiest corner on earth, my focus is restoring that balance naturally using time-tested herbs, personalized wellness plans, and nutritional guidance, helping your body return to homeostasis, the state where healing begins. When your body is in balance, it can protect, repair, and renew itself. You don't have to wait until things get worse. You can take control of your health now. My goal is simple: to prevent chronic disease and support your body's natural ability to heal. Book your free consultation today. Give me a call at 736-3962 or 709-8450. Let's restore balance and prevent what's preventable, because your healing journey starts with one step, and I am here to walk it with you.
Right. And I seriously mean you walking with me. Dr. Ramlal, I thank you so much, man. You tuned in this morning. That's my boy, that's my boy. I won't call the first name. I'll just leave it at Dr. Ramlal. That's my boy. Almost 5 years. I got a call? Caller Alive, good morning.
Good morning.
Blessed morning there. Good morning.
I have to call to get my own love in the house because you are not sending out my love in the house. I hear the whole of Tobago being called, the whole of Trinidad, and I am sitting down here with no love in the house. Love is the most important medicine besides all that you have to give us. Okay, teacher? Remember, with all your good things I'm waiting to get, you remember the love is the most important.
Well, I thank you. You know, you shift me there. I feel kind of bad. Miss Aaron. Oh, God. Cynthia Aaron in Atlanta. Good morning, sweetheart. How you doing, my dearest? And you know, we are both each other's. We are each other advocate for love and good health and stuff. So I thank you for reminding me. But not because I forget to send out that greeting means you're not in my heart. Indelible printed in my heart. So always know that, all right? Say good morning to you again, darling.
Well, that I know. That I know. And when it's combined with the medicine, when it's, I shouldn't say medicine, when it's combined with the goodness that you have to offer us, it will be more powerhouse. That is what I am waiting for, right? So for now, you could give me the love, right? You could talk the love.
I certainly will.
I'll get the medicine later.
All right.
Right? Thanks a lot for all that you're doing.
Thank you.
And I'm listening on.
Thank you very much, and thank you for your support, and thank you for calling in. Again, that is Miss Cynthia Aaron from Atlanta. Beautiful lady. So, Miss Cynthia, good morning again to you, darling. And thank you for locking on in Atlanta. And all those people who in LA and New York, some in Canada and Brooklyn, good morning to you people. Good morning. Again, you shift me on that, darling. But it's a love thing, all right? So, again, I know Dr. Ramlal. Good morning to you, my brother. You've been around for a long, long time. Good morning, my sis. Yes, love in the house, darling. And I hope all is well. All right, so, again, I was saying, once you see the CDC website says it significantly reduced ... You know this is working. Now, let me go back again because I don't want to make people uncomfortable. Because what I see here, again, is because of engineered ignorance, and again, no disrespect, understand this, I am just for truth. People are still walking around with masks, which means you desperately are afraid. There's something you're afraid of. So for those of you, as cerebral as you think you are, wearing a mask is suppressing the immune system consistently. You breathing out carbon dioxide in a thing over your face and you're breathing it back in. Well, let me give you news. Let me give you news. As uncomfortable as this may be, you don't have to like me because I'm saying it. I'm just giving you truth. And again, most people don't like truth. We rather comfort and safety than truth. In our epithelium, in your nostril, we have things called your ACE2 receptors. The hair and the mucus that's there naturally. That is to prevent dust from going in. Sometimes it get in there, we sneeze, we hawk it out. Sometimes we swallow it, we spit it out. Whatever it is, sometimes it go through the system and can't come through feces and our rectum. Well, let me just tell you this. If you look in your epithelium, any human being, just go and just let somebody swab you with a sophisticated lab. There are hundreds and thousands of germs in our epithelium every single day. So I don't know why you think wearing a mask saving you from anything. I don't know where you get that from. But I'm telling you, for you people who walking around with a mask on your face, you need to back up on that a little bit because you're not doing yourself any good. It suppresses your immune system. The human body, lactic acid is received, it converts into carbon dioxide. When it's converted to carbon dioxide, you got to breathe it out. If you got a mask on your face, where that going? The very thing your body expelling, it doesn't want it. You overface. You wearing that for hours during the course of the day. I'm sorry. But the passion that I feel is one of those things again, it's because you don't know that you don't know. And you think what you're doing is real good. No disrespect. I'm just passionate. And it hurts my spirit. It makes my spirit uncomfortable when I see this every single day. Well, here why I brought that up. Just again, understand, in your epithelium, hundreds of thousands of germs. You look for them, you're going to find them there. They're always there. Always. So acetylcysteine, because of that particular jab and stuff that we went through over the last 4 years, 4.5, almost 5 years now, it helps to declot the stuff, that spike protein that's in our body. This CDC website said you can look at it, but there's a combination of other herbs that you can use synergistically to make the entire stuff detox, where you can get that spike protein out of your body. It's not maybe, but if no ands about it. You look for the right research, you'll find it. And for many people, understand that the world has shrunk with reference to technology. So some of us has Gemini, some of us has something called, I think it's Metra. Then we have ChatGPT. We can go to Google. Go and look for those information. Some information still are suppressed. And we know why those information are suppressed. But use your own head and see what the outcomes are and what makes sense to you. Because where Mr. Johnson is concerned, and I'll tell you this one time, and my dad taught me this ever since I was a little boy. One of the things he taught me, I don't sleep late. I don't sleep after 4. All my siblings could tell you that. All the time. I'm probably going to go back. Even if I go out and come back in 2 o'clock, I get enough 4, do what I need to do, and I'll go back and sleep. But my dad taught me something. It don't matter who the information come from. It don't matter how educated that person is. If it ain't make sense to you, process it. Make it make sense to you. And this is one of the things I always say to people. Look at the info, look at the outcome. I don't care who the information come from. If that's science and making sense, go from me with that story. Because obviously that is not for my benefit. But I would leave that right there. Get acetylcysteine, get licorice. You know, one of the things that they had put out, I'm sure you guys heard about hydrochloroquine. Well, you know, hydrochloroquine is one of the things that was pumping. It's a drug. The very symptoms of COVID-19, which is 229E, the very symptoms that exhibit from that is the very symptoms you get from hydrochloroquine. Look it up and you'll see. So I'm bringing all this into the mix, that the human body is made up of almost 100% food. And here we are, having people convincing you that Humira and all these type of different Vioxx and all these different type of pharmaceutical drug is great for your body. Wait, hold on, what go on? Help me out now, please, please, please. I am not dismissing that they don't have their place, but that's not what makes us grow. That's not what makes us healthy. Who we are now, it's because of the foods our parents eat. My problem now is that kids are exposed to ultra-processed foods from the womb. That's why you see a lot of kids coming out with autism. Or you think I'm kidding? Research it and you'll see. That's why a lot of kids just behave belligerent. Some you can't even control. They go nuts. And you're thinking that they rude and they this. No. It's coming from someplace. The chemical, the makeup in the human body, from the type of foods that we eat, the poisons that we eat. I hope all you know it have about 200 to 300 different names for sugar when they mask it like that. And again, I'm not telling you sugar isn't good. I am just telling you processed food, refined carbohydrates ain't good. You understand? Even the clots that causes, from this spike protein that causes diffuse vasculitis, which is inflammation in your artery, dystonia vasculitis, which it causes your platelets to drop and stick together, clung together, God forbid, one break off, boom, there's a DVT, which is a deep vein thrombosis, or clot in the lungs or in the brain. If that dislodge is a problem. Hence the reason I'm bringing up this N-acetylcysteine and a lot of things that can help clean that body out. And even if you never took the job, you still need it. Clean you out completely. Get rid of these things. It's there. They have this information right there. The CDC website tells you long time, even in 1962, tell you licorice root, bromelain, and nanokinase. These things dig out clots from your body. Sorry about that. But you have to know how to use it synergistically. Well, that's where Mr. Johnson comes in. The synergistic effects of the herbs. I spend my time reading about it, research about it, and there are certain herbs that bring you up, certain herbs that carry you down, certain herbs that make you metallized on an even keel. It's just maintain. So you got to know how to use these herbs synergistically. And again, I am just here to give you the information so that you won't perish by lack of knowledge. Carlos, do your boy a favor and run that commercial again for me, please.
Are you dealing with high blood pressure, type 2 diabetes, prostate issues, cancer, PCOS, fibroids, or low testosterone? These conditions do not just show up overnight. They are signs that your body is out of balance. At the Healthiest Corner on Earth, my focus is restoring that balance naturally using time-tested herbs, personalized wellness plans, and nutritional guidance, helping your body return to homeostasis, the states where healing begins. When your body is in balance, it can protect, repair, and renew itself. You don't have to wait until things get worse. You can take control of your health now. My goal is simple: to prevent chronic disease and support your body's natural ability to heal. Book your free consultation today. Give me a call at 736-3962 or 709-8450. Let's restore balance and prevent what's preventable, because your healing journey starts with one step, and I am here to walk it with you.
Thank you, Kyle. Thank you again for that. I just got a beautiful message from Dr. Ramlal, and I'm going to talk to you about this. I'll call you and talk to you about this. I don't really want to, but I appreciate that very, very much. Kyle, can you just take one of these links and send it to this? Let me show you this lady in Florida here for me. This is another lady. This is a Trini lady, you know, brilliant. Yeah, send that link there for me. All right, so folks, again, let me just go back before I go forward again. The reason why, yep, thank you, bro. The reason why these declassified information are extremely important. Miss Francisca, good morning to you, darling. Miss Francisca, in Florida, Good morning, my dear. Hope all is well. And you continue to shade under the golden branches of God's love. We spoke about something very recently, and I owe you a call. I'll call you sometime over the weekend. Not sure which one of the days yet, but I will call you. So give me a reminder. I know if you're not listening now, you're going to revert to my program later. So we can talk about this sometime over the weekend and continue to shade under the golden branches of the Creator's love and care. All right. So the reason I'm bringing up these things where you can detox the body completely, not only from spike protein, but from free radicals and oxidation and glycation in the human body. But let me just say it again. Our body is 100% food. So we need these essential nutrients. There are 20, I think, amino acids altogether. L-carnitine, L-lecithin, L-phalanine, the list goes on. 9 of those amino acids are absolutely essential. What does the word essential mean? It means that it's not in the food and it has to be imported into the body. Let us understand that. So let me go back and cross-reference or preface that for you. The lion's share of essential nutrients for the human body is minerals. Ain't nobody else talking about this but Mr. Johnson. The lion's share of essential nutrients for the human body is minerals, which is like 2/3 of the essential nutrients we need. That's 66% around there. The human body needs minerals. Then we need 16 vitamins, 12 amino acids, and 2 or 3 EFAs. We got to import those things into the body. That's how we were made up. That's how we were made up. And then you have people, up to yesterday this happened. A young lady, beautiful young lady, was suffering with some things, and she was with me before, then she left and she come back and whatever and whatever. And her physician say, come off the herbs. I will leave that right there. I will leave that right there. Because while I don't have any problems with the physicians, I have a problem with the fraternity and the underpinning in which they operate. And some people become pliable to a lot of things they know isn't right. I don't know if you can eat drugs to survive, but I said this before and I'll say it again. If drugs is that important to you, here what you need to do: stay away from food. Don't eat nothing. Don't eat nothing natural. And just throw, for 7 days, just eat pharmaceutical drugs. For 7 days. I guarantee you, the 8th day, we all know what's going to happen. Hear what I know for sure. Stay away from any type of foods for 7 days and just take botanical herbs. I will wait. Because you see, the protracted narrative in us thinking this is how life ought to be, that sickness is part of humanity, again, we lack a viewpoint of knowledge. How can that happen? Well, the expectation of what is being convenient, which is the foods that they add shelf life to, they know what's in there. They know what's going on. They know what the fight taking place. And you remember I tell you before, and I'll say it again, I was in the supermarket and the dude said, hey, the health food section is over there. And I said, well, if the health food section is over there, what's the other part of the groceries were? And he just laughed. I just laughed too. But at the end of the day, at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, the food that we eat, the substrate comes, the body that we build, the structure that we have to bring your body back into homeostasis, to function in the way God and nature intended it to be in vitro, it comes from food. That's our ancestral genome. It comes from food. And if you want to be healthy, if you want to be cognitive, if you want to think the way you ought to think, do the botanical herb things. So I got a question just come inside the WhatsApp, and I'm going to see what I could do for you with reference to that. Blessed morning, Seema. How's Seema doing? Pretty Seema, good morning to you. Hey, good morning, my brother Rennie. How are you doing? Seema, loving the house, my darling. So let me just try to see if I can. I want to make this very, very simple. I just got this message in the WhatsApp about cholesterol. And again, I would never stop talking about cholesterol. Let me go back again and walk you through this for a little 2 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, there is a matter in our brain called myelin. Myelin is 100% cholesterol. It's made from it. And 75% of the matter in our brain is made from that. So myelin is 100% cholesterol. Put that aside for a little bit. Because I'm walking you through this, right? Number 2, our central nervous system. Every single nerve in our nervous system, central nervous system, is made from cholesterol. Let us write that down too. We have trillions of cells. We have trillions of cells. Trillions of cells in the human body. Every single one of those cells are made from cholesterol. But let me fast forward and then I'm going to go back. No cells, no human being. So let me go again. No cholesterol, no cells, no human being. Let me get that straight. No human being. Okay, let me continue. Let me just start down 2. Our sexual hormones, estradiol, epidendrosterone, estrogen, the list goes on. Every single one of those sexual hormones is made from cholesterol. The capillaries in our body, it's made from cholesterol. Well, let me just focus on just the cells alone. Because cells, the multiplicity of cells, are what makes up human being. What if they didn't have cholesterol? Why are we here? Yet, you've been told to take a statin drugs that would lower cholesterol. Palos, I don't know where this is going to go. But here what I want you to process. If cholesterol is the Antichrist, why does it take place in the artery and not in the vein? Why does it take place in the artery and not in the veins? Bring this study for me. I will wait. I will wait. Because yesterday, again, I'm looking at a blood panel, a lipid panel. Triglycerides, I think it was 250. Uric acid, can't remember all the number, but it was high. Uric acid high. The hematocrit in your blood, which is the viscosity of your blood, the thickness of the blood, over the roof. The cholesterol was 220, and they flag it. The reason for that, they flag it, say it's too high. And so the reason for that is because the protracted narrative, where cholesterol is concerned, it causes osteosclerosis. That's the protracted narrative. And I'm going to repeat myself. If I could talk about this on the program all the time, I will do it. Because again, it's the same narrative that pumping out that causes people to believe metformin, glybride, glucophage, diamicron, the list goes on, rosiglitazone, and all those stuff, those suppressing sugar medication is the answer to type 2 diabetic problem. Suppresses it. Eat whatever you want and we bring the sugar down. You will be miserable. You're going to die from cancer. You're going to die from a heart attack. You're going to die from high blood pressure. Capillaries come up. You're going to get a torture pour for sure. Once you do not shift your diet and depend on that, you're going to be a miserable person. Very, very miserable. And a lot of things are linked to that. PCOS, endometriosis. You understand me? Fibroids. A lot of things are linked to those things because it's called metabolic diseases. The other side of midnight is the very thing that your body resists, which is the insulin. They administer that to you. Well, here we're going on with you for sure. Once you continue to take that, whoever it is, or you start to save money, for sure. I mean, all are we going on dead? But for sure, that would be a miserable death. For sure. Your body resists insulin, and now they're giving insulin to you. Hyperinsulinemia. And ladies, let me just repeat this again. The pathology of diabetes is insulin resistance. You can pop that however you want. I saw a study again yesterday. 4 million people in the United States was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes in 2024. 4 million and more, 4 million plus. Well, if that is genetics, how come it's increasing? If it's something that you inherit, how come it's increasing? People with that genes will die off. Survival for the fittest. I repeat myself again with that. People will die off. So where are we going with all these narrative that makes no sense but only profit one person? And why would you repeat that revolving door that goes to the people who profit off your sickness? Why would you want to do that? Why we can't think for ourselves a little bit? Look at the outcome. Pharmaceutical drug has its place. Be woke. Because I'm not knocking that. It's the insane use of it that feel if you're in a bad mood, take a drug. You're waking up too thick, take a drug. You're not walking good, take a drug. It's not about changing how you eat. Take a drug. We can find salvation in the pharmaceutical drugs and in vaccines. That is what they want us to believe. Forget the botanical herb. Forget whole foods. Forget all that. We can find salvation in those things. Let me tell you something. The man who invented all this, John D. Rockefeller, you guys go and research him. Because that was a brilliant mind that he came up with. John D. Rockefeller is the one who come up with all this and feed certain university and switch all the homeopathic to pitch them off the bus and become this pharmaceutical industry because he had oil and stuff and he had to find some place to deal with that all grease and that stuff that coming from the oil. All you do all your research and stuff like that. But let me tell you something. Dig deeper. John D. Rockefeller had his own naturopathic doctor. As the Creator is my witness. That is the truth. It's there in history. Look it up and you'll see. He had like 3 or 4 naturopathic doctor. He knew what the fight was taking place, people. He knew exactly what the fight was taking place. We inherit certain genome from our ancestors. We certain genome from our ancestors. Okay? Right, sorry about that. Yeah.
Are you dealing with high blood pressure, type 2 diabetes, prostate issues, cancer, PCOS, fibroids, or low testosterone? These conditions do not just show up overnight. They are signs that your body is out of balance. At the healthiest corner on earth, my focus is restoring that balance naturally using time-tested herbs, personalized wellness plans, and nutritional guidance helping your body return to homeostasis, the stage where healing begins. When your body is in balance, it can protect, repair, and renew itself. You don't have to wait until things get worse. You can take control of your health now. My goal is simple: to prevent chronic disease and support your body's natural ability to heal. Book your free consultation today. Give me a call at 736-3962 or 709-8450. Let's restore balance and prevent what's preventable, because your healing journey starts with one step, and I am here to walk it with you.
All right, thank you again, ladies and gentlemen, for that gap, but that's important. Your boy put that together, and I want you guys to feed on that, marinate on that for a little bit as the life goes on and on and on. All right, so bear with me a little bit as everything. Thank you, Miss Aaron. Thank you so much for that. All right, so I want to, Kyle, before I get off, I honestly, I need like 3 minutes and I got to do it now. Let me just see if I can wrap this up, because I honestly, let me see if I can find it. I honestly want to promote my band here.
You are listening to The Street 919 FM. Stay with us for news, interviews, and commentary that shape our democracy. Street 919 FM, the official station that defends the nation. Follow The Street 919 FM on all social platforms at The Street 919 FM.
Another day above ground, I see. I focusing on the positives, because yesterday I was down. People do me wrong. but it's love in the heart. When they try to take me for clown, I do them no wrong. Jaja have we back, and I shouting, oh Lord, I thankful, oh Lord, I thankful. It's you who give me health and strength. Oh Lord, I thankful. It's you give me the handful. Every day you're blessing me. Only it and back and on. It's nothing we nature. Money in we pocket. This life I want love it. Only it and back and on. It's nothing we nature. Food on we table. I could than I ever. Take a jump up and wave. I thankful for life. To see another sunrise. But to one up in the air. All the stress on your mind. Put them problems aside.
Follow The Street 919 FM on all social platforms at The Street 919 FM.
Hi, welcome to MVP Mass. I'm band leader Dwayne Bedlow, and our theme this year is Flavors of Life. Enjoy.
As the island awakens, so does the spirit of carnival. Juve with MVP Mass is pure sunrise energy. 5 dynamic sections, endless vibes, and the rhythm that moves with the soul of Tobago. This is where the road comes alive with music, movement, and unfiltered joy. From the first beat to the rising of the sun, Juve is your moment to be free, bold, and fully in the vibe. No limits, just rhythm. This is Juve, the MVP way. Phoenix Rising Juve 2025. Rebirth in Color Edition.
I've been waiting so long. So long I've been waiting for Carnival. So long I've been waiting for madness on the road, yeah. So long I've been longing for alcohol, alcohol, alcohol. As we meet up, we drink it. As we meet up, we like it. As I see I'm a friend and them, it's back and I'll tell you, yeah. As we meet up, we drink it. As we meet up, we like it. As I see I'm a friend and them, it's back and I'll tell you, yeah. Pump it up, pump it up, pump it up, pump it till we can't stop. If you know you're not tired, just put your hands in the air. Pump it up, pump it up, pump it up, pump it till we can't stop. If you know you're not tired, just put the drinks in the air. It's a kind of feeling when all the rats waving and the crowd singing and everybody dancing. It's a kind of feeling when the punching hit me. That is the best feeling, feeling. So when all I come in effect, we don't want the bad vibes wrong, yeah. When all I come in effect, but we want this good vibes, yeah. Cause the carnival so nice and it's full of a real vibe. If you're trying to bust in life, best to come inside.
Phoenix Rising is the section for those who embody transformation, strength, and pure Juve fire. This is your time to shine in full color and full confidence. Ladies, express your inner flame in dazzling multicolored monokinis, vibrant bikinis with skirts in a variety of color options. Fellas, bring the heat with bright orange tees and black pants, standing strong and unified as we blaze the road together.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's my section. I'm in charge. I'm one of the men at the top. Phoenix Rising. We're going on Mash Up Big in October. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I had to put that in. Again, thank you for tuning in. This is your boy, Mr. Johnson, a.k.a. RJ, the founder of the Healthy Corner on Earth. You have a free consultation with me. You can call me at 736-3962. Any chronic disease, you could put the body into homeostasis and it will take care of it. And I will include my N-acetylcysteine along with with a bunch of other stuff synergistically to give your body optimize structure and function. Ladies and gentlemen, again, believe in your herbs. Trust me, the way God and nature intended it to be, we inherit that genome from our ancestors. So until next week, right here, am I my brothers and sisters keeper? That is the way it should be. Okay? In this life, we all need each other to be each other. Until next week, by the grace of the Creator, right here on this platform, this is your boy, aka RJ. I will just let you know, Megan.
Attention business owners. Are you looking to reach a vast audience and boost your brand's visibility? Then look no further. The Street 919 FM is here to help you shine. With over 170,000 followers on our social media platforms, our radio station is the perfect platform to showcase your products and services. Join us and let your message be heard by thousands of eager listeners. Contact us now to learn more about our affordable advertising packages. Don't miss out on this incredible opportunity to connect with your target audience. Advertise with the Street 919 FM today. For more information, call 399-5959 or 384-2232.
The views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
Are you searching for answers to life's questions? Those things that disturb and concern you the most? Why all the wickedness? Why the suffering in the world? Will it end? Who is responsible? Well, if so, join us right here on The Street 91.9 FM every Sunday from 5 to 6 p.m. with Brother Samuel Gooding and Roland White, where we open the Bible and find answers to all these things and more. For it is written, man shall not live by bread alone,